I got a new friend. His name is Allan. He's a Russian guy. Lives in Toronto, and he's got this amazing YouTube channel. Quite a big famous YouTube channel for Russian-speaking people.
Basically, they're a big YouTuber channel about cannabis, and we have some common friends that put us in contact. We invited them to come to visit the place personally if they come to Thailand.
I think he came a year ago. He came to Thailand.
Brothers and sisters, добро пожаловать в Бангкок. Наконец-то эти перелеты меня совсем задолбали. Смотрите, кто здесь. Mr. Arjan Roscom himself. So how was everything, man?
Very nice. Thank you so much for coming, bro.
Oh,
I'll
man.
show you around.
I'm super excited.
So your idea is to bring Strain Hunters to Kyrgyzstan.
Man, it's not just an idea, it's a dream of life.
What I know about Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan, this is where marijuana originates.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we think. Tell me a little bit about your connections in Kyrgyzstan.
That's pretty interesting, guys, I can tell you, because I can call them the freedom fighters,
Okay.
the cannabis fighters. These guys doing a really big job in a really like tricky political situation in Kyrgyzstan, because it's absolutely banned over there.
Yeah, but I heard some part of the government would like to have medical marijuana there.
There are some people even close to the office of president who actually start talking about it. They already have some CBD products. They're also selling hemp products, some
Okay.
cookies, bars, and all this stuff. And looks like people like it.
Welcome to our greenhouse in Bangkok. And tomorrow you will see our facility in Mukdahan. It's all about cultivation and computers and medical cannabis.
Hey, welcome guys to our greenhouse seed facility here in Thailand. Super proud to show you all this. This is where all the new strains are coming from. We've got 27 breeding and selection rooms here, 11 big ones, 18 small ones. I'm going to show you right now. Let's go. So, Allan, welcome to the small breeding rooms we have here, what I was telling you about. Like 8 are here and 8 are next door. So here we can see all seeds and stuff that comes from all over the world. We're trying out. We can also make small batches, and then we can grow them out here indoor, or we put them outdoor and we check the uniformity and everything. So the seeds from Kyrgyzstan will be here.
In the same place with
In the
all
same
these
place.
legends.
Yeah. So here you see the latest out of this amazing seed facility. All different hybrids. The rooms I just showed you, some are from here, and from here on we go. We try indoor, we try outdoor, and we see where we go.
Different colors, different patterns, different sizes.
You can really see the difference between all those strains. Super nice.
Boom! Oh, there is some sweetness.
Look at this.
Oh, mango and banana.
I just can't believe it. It actually smells like mangoes and bananas. And it's true to the name. I still can't believe 2 weeks out and you've got nearly golf ball size flower. Consistent.
And this is our first crop that we're doing. Of course we did small trials, but this is the first crop with this strain. We have 3 rooms full.
Here you can see the original full gas, for example. 4 kilos go in the box. So we showed you now the whole GACP, GMP system,
Yes.
So here is the final product, the final medicine that's going to go worldwide. But this goes to Poland, Germany, England, Australia, from here. How are you? Hi, welcome. This is Allan, our representative from Kyrgyzstan.
Nice to meet you.
How are you, bro? Good.
Oh, I heard a lot about this.
So tell me all about Kyrgyzstan. Where are the good plants growing? Where are the landraces?
It's in the mountains. It's in the Toropkh mountains, and only nomads know where it is.
So how do we get there?
This is the challenge one. It's a horses, bro.
Oof.
Yeah.
Okay, so my team has zero experience with horses.
Me too.
You too?
I saw some footages from the locals who were actually trying to find some plants for us, and even them were complaining how hard and difficult it is.
Okay, we love the challenge. Let's go. So we start talking, and I thought, you know what? I want to show Kyrgyzstan to the rest of the world because it's unknown territory for everyone.
Okay, nice man, it's good weather. Let's hope it stays like this the whole week. Let's hope. It's almost 3 a.m. What we do? We go to the apartment, no? We wait for Arjan, huh? It should be here in like 3-4 hours or something, yeah? This is the idea, no? Oh shit, he's only coming tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, well let's call Allan and we'll see where we meet up tomorrow. Let's go take some rest and maybe we'll meet up in some market or some nice food. Let's do it. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, the king missed his plane, what the fuck? Let's discover Bishkek. Hello, all good? Let's go. So here's the markets. Allan should be around, no? Here? Oh, look, next to the gate there, huh?
Dreadlocks! Wow, one! How are you, bro?
We made it!
Yeah, man. How you like it? How you like it?
People so
Welcome
smiling.
to beautiful Kyrgyzstan. I told these people are special, man.
I smell some good food.
There is a very nice place over there. It's a cafe. Very traditional place, brother.
I smelled some nice meat when we walked in already.
Чуть-чуть, совсем чуть-чуть. Я только здесь. So what's going on with Arjan?
I think it's first plane got delayed.
Mad. I saw the layover was also delayed. Just did.
Second plane.
So what's the plan then?
So today we're gonna grab the equipment now. Just check a little bit, grab some food, grab some the sleeping equipment for camping. And we catch him tonight, not 3 a.m. I think it's alright. We're gonna prepare everything around 2 or 3 a.m. We're gonna fly him to airport. We're gonna go straight to the next base. No? So we don't miss more time.
I mean, I guess that's the best idea we can do.
Yeah, no, that's stupid.
So it's like another day, not sleeping day for me. I'm very happy, guys. I'm very happy, but I'm super down.
Welcome to Strain Hunters.
Welcome to Kyrgyzstan, guys. Did you see how people reacted on your chat? Look, I told you, bro. I told you. Yeah, I know. Some people were so cute, but there is also in other areas, like in areas which are not that like socially kind of like successful areas where people like kind of like living a little bit like a get kind of stuff. Wanna see those?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
To see how we can check every area. To check the good and the bad side.
Let's see the contrast, you know, to make a proper kind of like.
Here they are super friendly.
Yeah.
Super beautiful.
Let's go to see
the other side.
dark side of the moon. Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go. This way?
The ghetto in here is way different because the drug problems are very different. Because the main drug over here is like this like really bad quality alcohol. but they mix it and drink it, and they're dying really quick because their liver just collapse. And another type of addictions here on the streets is actually like those synthetic drugs as well, and drugs which made from the medical purpose ingredients.
Where they buy this alcohol and how much it
in
cost?
Pharmacy, bro.
In the pharmacy?
Yes, sometimes it could be some stuff like for medical purpose. During summer. Кто?
Allan, это я, Akzhol!
Мы занимаемся активистской деятельностью, мы выступаем против синтетических наркотиков, против тяжелых наркотиков, против алкоголя, и мы выступаем за легализацию технического каннабиса и медицинского каннабиса. Наша работа заключалась в изучении улицы. В какой-то из моментов мы начали понимать, что наркоситуация в стране очень плохая, и борьба с наркотиками обусловлена только борьбой с каннабисом. То есть органы тратят вот столько времени на борьбу с каннабисом и вот столько времени на борьбу с синтетическими наркотиками.
Allan told about me a lot of things. Thank you to Allan. Also, thank you for your coming. Welcome to Kyrgyzstan. Let's see what we will see in our expedition. We hope only good things. But let's do it, huh? Okay, we are ready for tomorrow.
Already? Let's go chill a little bit.
Okay, let's go. Yes.
Made it! Now finally I see you, bro.
How was the flight? Good?
Bro, was very long, bro. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. Guys, it's an honor to be in your beautiful country. I looked a lot. It looks amazing.
We arrived at 4 a.m. Everybody was waiting there. We got the 3 cars lined up with the whole team.
So we drove directly to Toropkh from the airport, which was kind of a hard drive for the drivers. You know, it took, I don't know, I think around 7 hours.
Yeah. No, for sure it's a really remote area, you know, so
Also,
let's see what we can find.
Also, don't forget, guys, where we're driving through now is part of the Silk Route, eh?
Yeah,
the original Silk Route. Eh?
It was the Silk Road, but it was left long time ago, so everything that's growing here, it's untouched for a really long time.
Yeah.
So let's see what we find. I wonder if it's gonna be more like on the Afghani side, you know, or more on the Sativa side.
It was a beautiful drive. We passed that valley that was like kilometers and kilometers with millions of horses. Like, I don't know how many horses were there, but there were youths everywhere and those nomads people living in that valley. And it was majestic, you know.
And we were in these clouds and trying to go through, and it went from 12 degrees to 30 degrees. So it was an amazing journey.
After that long drive that we had with the car, we arrived in the area of Toropkh, and we met the local crew that is guiding us a little bit through the mountains here. Very nice people. We had beautiful chicken in a nice restaurant here with a little private pool. It was really nice.
Cannabis was always in our culture.
Yeah.
Like 50, 60 years ago, when the relatives were going to wedding, instead of presents, they could give hashish.
So it was like some sort of currency.
Yes, and it was currency.
And what about as a medicine for the children? They use the seeds or the oil?
No, it's a pity. We used until 1971. Our parents were using.
Why after 1971?
Because it was a declaration, right, against cannabis.
What are the consequences if the cops take a person growing some cannabis?
Okay, you will go 12 years to jail.
12 years.
Yes, and government take all the property also.
You confiscate everything.
Yes,
And what is the reason they're cracking down so much on cannabis? Because it's a very good product.
because it's easy to
Easy for
close the
them.
system. Yes.
Close the system.
Yes.
So, but they don't want tourism, they don't want economics on the cannabis, they don't want nothing, the government.
They want to make it. No, it's not about government. It's only police department, drug police department. Right now, only one police
drug policy station is against of this, and we understand why. Because it's easy for them.
Yeah.
So our purpose is to open rehabilitation center. That's why we called you guys to look our potential like land races for medical purposes. That's why let's research it. Maybe it will work soon.
Yes.
In our medical program.
And then we head out to the hotel to get a little rest in the yacht, which is an amazing experience to sleep in the yacht. I really love that. So on the next day, we woke up around 4, 5 a.m. and we packed all the cars. We had a minivan that was waiting for us, that was taking some of the things.
5:01, guys. We're gonna leave. Packed up everything. Cars are full. Where are we going, Oscar?
Well, it's our first day in the horse. It's gonna be epic.
We had this nice drive to those big valleys. I always dreamed of going into the Mongolian deserts. That was one of my checklist things to do in my life, so I'm kind of doing it today.
Here's cannabis. Okay, plants. All plants on the side here. So we're getting there, eh? Look right here too. Big plants here, right here.
To the bush.
Look here. So I'm hoping in the mountain we're gonna find some nice profile. If we get that earthy and gassy thing like in the Uzbekistan, like the Kush background,
If we are lucky in something like that's gonna be amazing.
Treasure, man.
The first thing we saw here is that when we drove into the village, we saw a lot of plants growing everywhere. They're quite wild. So I'm not yet sure where are we, is this planted, is this a real landrace? Me and Dust and Oscar have to do a little bit more investigation into that. We arrived at 7 and there were all the horses waiting with the local guys. Because all of us arrived there, we needed 12, 13 horses and 4 extra.
Take care of us.
The most crazy horse for you.
Thanks a lot, bro.
The most testosterone horse is yours, brother.
Okay, I wanna go with Allan.
After this, you're gonna be a real man.
Yes.
We are nomads, bro. That's it.
We've been in 12 expeditions, and then Arjan called me a few months ago and said, bro, we go to Kyrgyzstan. Then I Googled a little bit, and Arjan told me we need to go in a horse for a few days, maybe 1 week. It's like an expert route. So I get really scared because at the end it's a horse and I didn't know nothing about horse. I even don't get close to the horse. So I say, oh my God, now we are fucked up, you know.
How you call? Name? Me, Oscar. Him? Trr.
Which means good luck, though.
And I was looking at those mountains up there and I thought, we can't go up there. And we just settled them up and we went off.
I have a dream. My personal dream is same as Akzhol's dream. We want to bring cannabis to the former Soviet Union republics. We do all this stuff for love. We all do all this stuff because we are fanatic. We do all this stuff because we respect each other, and I respect their passion for fighting for freedom because it's real.
I met this guy. I was really interested. Who is this guy? Because we are following. Okay, let it come. Let's see what will happen. And then we started researching, and he decided, let's call Aryan later. I said, okay, who is this? And he said, the best guys. They're crazy. They visited several countries, very difficult places. And I said, can they handle our mountains? Remember this conversation? He was like, okay, let's try it.
We loaded all the horses and we thought it's going to be taking hours, get high in the mountains to find some fields. And you think you're going to see them in 4 or 5 hours and you see them after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys. Pure landrace.
Look, he's eating the weed.
Look here, look at the pollen flying, eh?
Hey, look, Ari. Eating the marijuana.
Man, you smell that? It's pretty fruity, eh?
Yeah.
It's got the nutty, you know, like
Nutty
the
inside
sativas. Yeah.
The super slim sativas, eh?
And look, here there's some more indica leaves. Look, there's two different phenotypes also, eh? And you can see on the green the color. Oh, look. This is like some earthy one. Look, that one, little bit purple.
It's very slim bud, eh?
Yeah, and it's full of seeds, eh?
Yeah, full of seeds.
You can see it. But yeah, you can clearly see here there's two different kind of plants already.
Yeah.
Smells good though.
Yeah.
Very
It's already
fruity,
different notes.
earthy.
You got some fruity and some earthy in there.
Yeah.
So finally you guys here. So
Yeah.
what you can
Nice,
say now?
man.
Yeah. How far is the next big field?
5-10 minutes.
Only 5-10 minutes?
Yes.
So this is a wild field because I see there's a fence here and all.
There is fully wild because it's total region. From the beginning, here wasn't any technical cannabis.
How
From
high
the
are we
beginning.
here? How high?
We're on 1900 now.
1900.
Oh, wow.
That's high.
That's pretty high and we're only starting to rise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, it's
actually-
nice. Let's walk around the plants here because I see some bigger flowers laying around. Let's see what they have here. Bobby, vamos.
Who's got my horse?
Oh, look at that purple male, how nice, eh?
I guess that they get some anthocyans during the night. Too cold.
Anthocyanin.
Anthocyanin. Sorry, I know only Russian one.
Are you saying Russian?
Antotsan.
Antatsan.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, it could be from the difference in temperature.
Yeah,
It's so hot in the day and so cold in
Yeah.
the night.
The seed dropped out, look.
Oh, are they? They're green still?
The seed dropped out. Here, here, here.
Oh yeah, I see some brown ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, look, it's perfect.
yeah.
Okay, nice.
Here are the first seeds.
Oh, we're in a good timing.
How beautiful. Probably for the change of the temperature, you know, in the night they get a little bit purple, plus the genetics. So beautiful. Let's see. Nice, no?
Good, no?
Wow.
Amazing, eh?
Never see something
Thousands
like
of years like this, yeah?
that. All the horses eating the cannabis here,
The horses.
growing wild.
We are not allowed to smoke, but the horses are allowed to eat and smoke, yeah?
This is from the beginning like this.
What you see here, guys, is the real cannabis as should be. Like when you see a fruit, when you see a banana or wherever, you know, from all times, it's very different what we see you in the market. Because markets or whatever, they want to see nice and maybe very strong and super high levels THC. But the real weed, it's here in front of you guys. Maybe it's not very impressive in the camera, but believe me, if you like weed, it's very impressive because that you need to get in love with this because it's amazing. And the kind of terps you can find here, I never saw before in 30 years.
Tons of resin though. Tons of resin. And super different smell though. One is actually smells like not like a lemon, even like an orange or something. Smells amazing.
You can see the color good. You have the back.
Wow, the small seeds, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same one. Take the seeds from that one.
Wow. It looks like some bigger flowers here, no? Much better here, much better already. Oscar, mira, huele esta. Come smell this one. No, don't eat it, eh? Bobby? Look, smell this one, Arjan. We're starting to get some different smells already here, and the resin is much more compact, you know? You can see actual trichomes. It's starting to get like a skunky thing, you know? A little like tropical fruit. Yeah, but you get more the sativa.
Here
I
it
like
smells
this
much
fruity
better
one.
than the before one.
Yeah, you see the
But
difference?
smell much
And we're
better.
only 200 meters higher, eh?
Yeah, like this one, also nice structure here. Come, Bobby. Wow, this one is nice, man.
Look, dust.
I see some purple hair also now.
Start to be the pink hairs and the purple hairs.
The purple hair.
It's very interesting the ratio males females here, you know, and the colors, because here the temperature go from 0 to 30 or more, and that means mostly of the plants get purple or pink. We want to see the macros later. Because it's high altitude, the plants are super clean. The leaves are no one bite here. If we go down 500,000 meters, they are full of mites. But when you come here, the leaves are completely clean.
It's different, eh?
We move like 200 meters and they look completely different. The purples are nice, eh?
Yeah, but they have that smell, you know.
Yeah, the weird smell of the purple.
But now they don't have like the powerful terpenes, you know, that you want to find. If we can get that smell with the purple, that would be perfect. Look also here the trichome, Oscar. You can see all the trichome.
I have a bunch down there. I saw a bunch of big ones there. Let's go to that Christmas tree there, look. This smells fuely.
Yeah, this one's got a little bit
This one is
better nose. Yeah. Interesting. It smells like instant ramen.
Yeah.
Oscar. Yeah, it smells like instant ramen.
Oh, look here, seeds are falling out like this. This is the biggest plant we find, and look how many black seeds are in there. Hey bro, you were here?
Is the good one?
Yes.
Yes, thanks.
And then we started climbing. That was the start of the dangerous trip.
I remember riding 2 minutes on the horse going up and do 2-3 zigzag and looking down 600 meters high. I was like, I got a little vertigo. Like, oh shit.
Hey, this one smells really weird, bro.
Yeah.
Here, some ones smell
Crazy, right?
No, it smells nearly like garlic smell.
Yeah, there's a line. You can see definitely there's a line going on.
I like the smell of mine better there.
Yeah, one in the entrance of the field also is very pungent.
Look at this. Yeah, it's sticky, eh?
Sticky as hell.
The first ones, nothing, eh? The seconds, a little bit. Now they are sticky.
And this one, to be honest, also has a little bit more tritone.
Here you can definitely see the resin, you know, but it's much harder to reach.
Yeah.
Look, it's sticking.
Yeah, it's very sticky.
I see them a little bit more sativa on this field than in the beginning.
Yeah, they're also half a meter higher here.
Yeah, no,
Those
definitely.
ones I think are wrapped already, no?
Also, Oscar, this
Yeah,
plant.
it's beautiful, strong.
This one we need,
The
guys.
seeds are beautiful.
This is a very nice plant.
Okay, I got a nice one here also.
Does you have more there?
Yeah, I took some.
let's go
from
find
a
another
really,
plant, guys.
Really terpy one.
Oh yeah, this is like gas. It's like
Yeah, this is
kind
getting
of gas
skunky,
kind
you
of
know?
style.
It's getting skunky. This
Yeah,
is
it
what
is.
I like. You know?
It is.
One of my favorite land races that I've smoked in crosses done by other people is a cross from La Mano Negra, which is a Spanish seed bank that did a long time ago a cross of Uzbekistan with, I think it was Lesotho. You know, Uzbekistan had that really mossy, earthy, you know, like mineral taste that like you're licking a stone. And then you had the things from the Lesotho. So these two things combined, they were so powerful. and it reminded me very strongly of the OG Kush and sour diesel lines, you know, that gas, what they call gas, but before the gas was born. So I was always very interested in coming in this area and see what the local plants actually smell like, you know. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that is a little bit musky, earthy, and mossy, and not too sativa.
I just like really when I smoke the sativas, you know,
Yes.
the real ones like 16, 17, 18 weeks. I just like this amazing high I get, yeah? And it gets super creative compared to like the body couch, you know, skunks.
What do you think, Arjan, about the potential of these plants?
Look, what we're gonna do
Yeah.
is we're gonna sprout all the seeds, and then we're gonna see what comes out, and then we take backups, and then we make, from some we will make feminized seeds,
Okay.
and then we put those out again. And then you can start looking, you know?
Yeah.
It's a long process.
Let's make an agreement though.
What,
I'm
dude?
gonna give you the name though.
¿Algún mensaje para los fans de España? Oscar? ¿Qué has dicho? Que soy un cabrón. Qué cabrón.
Как тебе препятствие?
Okay, guys, you are amazing. You passed Kyrgyz test. So now we can call you Nomad guys.
What an honor, guys.
Initiation, yes.
Thank you, thank you.
It's like be a brave, be a cool guy every time. Давайте. No, Allan. We give like for the real brutal men such kind of things.
Welcome to Nomads.
Yes.
Okay, say. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Qandaysiz? Yaxshi?
Assalamu alaikum.
Yaxshi.
You're cool.
You're cool.
You're very cool.
Thank you, brother.
I'm very glad that you are fully safe and now you are nomad. Now you can be alone. You do whatever you do. Rocks is rocks.
We can
okay?
survive in Kyrgyzstan.
Yes.
Hey, listen, thank you so much for today. We went up so high. Thank you for your warm welcome in Kyrgyzstan. It was
You're welcome.
amazing
You're always
first few
welcome.
days, bro.
You're always
And thank you for the trust and thank you for the horses. They were amazing. The guys with the horses were amazing because this was a very, very crazy mission, yeah? Going up to 3,100 and then all the way down here. Thanks to our friend Allan here and the crew.
Yes.
So on behalf of everybody in Strain Hunters, thank you so much for this.
Okay, you are
really
welcome.
amazing.
Now you are welcome in Kyrgyzstan every time.
Okay, guys.
And now we saw some good food coming.
Oh yeah, there is a lamb waiting for us. Вот так вот мы кушаем. This piece, right? Yes.
What is the idea? No,
No, you have to take it. Hold on.
Bro.
Why not?
It's a
Take it.
Yeah, Oscar,
Thanks.
you have to show.
And now put both of them smile or under your cheek, bro. That's the.
So, in your mouth.
1 month. Yes.
Wow. So it's just to keep it without the fridge, right?
Fuck, bro. Look, 2 lungs, bro. Oh, I've never seen something like this in my life. Not even in Africa I see this.
Yeah.
And this we fill with
Bro, I
milk
never
fully.
seen it.
And you say
And then you put the milk in there, and you keep the milk in there?
Yes, now
Wow,
we're checking.
this is fucking wild, bro.
This, I was like, I had to go to another city. There was a guy who was sent to jail for 12 years only for 1 bush is only just
hemp.
In the
Yes,
garden.
in the garden.
12 years for a bush in the garden, guys.
you
This is
imagine?
why we're in Kyrgyzstan. yeah?
Sometimes it's happen, yes. Here's a villages. Every second family has 1 guy in a jail. Can you imagine?
For what?
For this plant.
But the plant is not cultivated.
Exactly.
Can you imagine? I can show one thing, how our police wait like a drug. We all know here is no drug, right? Here is no drug. Drugs can be only here. It's a science, right? But when they catch the guys, they wait full of this and say, okay, you got 400 grams. How it's possible?
We all already know it's enough scientific approach, it's enough scientific evidence that this plant is unique, it can help people, but we don't know what exactly do we have here.
Gonna be nice sunset here.
All the way down, and tomorrow we go all the river. We're gonna go 4 or 5 hours, like 10 k's, to the end of this lake.
Hey guys, I think there's a field over there. You see it? You see that green patch?
I don't see nothing. Has it been drinking again? You think? I think so.
No, it's good.
Oh no, something there, guys.
There's definitely a field.
Let's
go have a look.
Let's take a look. Okay. Good view, eh?
Yeah, where's that field, bro?
Right there. Behind, you see the island on the left of the... Yeah, we are there. Woohoo! You can see the plants, guys. Oh, they're looking nice, eh? Look at this. Hello, ladies. Nice to meet you.
Wow. On the riverbanks, eh? This is a nice one, guys. Look at the structure, eh? Pure sativa, eh?
Yeah. This one I don't like too much the smell. You know what? I like the skunky ones. Yeah, you saw that, Oscar? That purple male? Oh, look the color, how nice. Wow, completely purple. Like lavender. Yeah, it looks like lavender.
Beautiful. Check this one out. This is a little bit.
Yeah, this is better.
Nice.
We can see here that the lake is going like 10 meters high, probably after winter when the ice is melting and with all the snow. And that field was sitting at the bottom of the lake, but that now was dry.
Because probably but sometimes it's still water.
I mean, guys, look.
Maybe some months a year is still water here.
Yeah, and it used to be a bottom as well. So, but look. Cattle is still here.
It's full of...
Keep nutriting it. Don't wanna dig in shit, but still, look, soil is still pretty nice. Look.
Yeah. There's some pretty big flowers there. I'm gonna check. Well, this one is nice smell also. I like those big fat leaves.
Oh yeah, this is
Look, and there you're getting the much shorter fingers there. The blades are much shorter and sharper edges.
This is quite a nice sativa. Structure is great. You can see a few the same here. We don't know how this one is growing because it's growing in a very rocky area, like literally 7 meters, like say 20 feet away from the lake. So it's quite remarkable how these plants are growing here. So here we can see in Kyrgyzstan a wild field. It's not the best looking field, but it's very close to the water. Quite surprising, no?
It's a real white field for that.
You see that? You see how many different phenols also here.
It's a survivor.
Huh?
Yeah, even if you dig a hole in the soil, you will see that the layer is like that, not even normal.
No, that's like in Africa, remember on the river? Like 10 centimeters of roots and they survive like that.
Yeah.
But here they got some kind of...
Quite impressive. She can develop like this here.
And a lot of seeds are just ready, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, look at the difference now.
Sure.
You see what? Yeah. So we're starting to get that really like super broad leaf from the Afghanistan and Uzbekistan and all this.
Here we also have that super fin. So
But don't forget, yeah, when we were in India a long time ago, down it was indica, and the same plant up turned like slim leaf like this, yeah? Exactly the same seeds.
This is 1 minute of just doing like that. It's so much resin on those plants.
Not in the beginning, no, the first ones.
Right, this one.
Now every time we touch a one, we
Yeah, it's just so sticky.
so they don't look amazing, but they are smelling good.
Exactly. Maybe not so much frost, but when you go like this,
But
when you
to
go
be
like
wild,
this.
is quite good.
Oh yeah.
I know people growing worse than this in the indoor.
Arjan, what do you think amount of THC over here?
Yeah, this is very light, go, because this is close to the river, yeah? The problem is the roots can't go really in the ground here, you know, so the plant is suffering. You can see that, yeah, there's stress everywhere. Look, the whole yellow patch in the middle there, there's just no fertilizer.
Yeah.
And on the outside, there is a little fertilizer. Look, all the plants on the outside are green.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Apparently, that's where the cows or the horses walk, because the water's coming in here, you see? So there's more shit in the ground, and then you can see how they grow.
So you had some patches of the plants that were really green, that had more like organic material, you know, and a little bit more of the cow manure and the horse manure and all this. And you could see that other patch that was really yellow and thin and almost like the really old school Moroccan plants, you know, when you arrived in Ketama like 20 years ago with the landraces, a little stick with a flower on top. You see that, Arjan?
Yeah.
Look at those plants here, how they grow. I think here you might have a little bit of hemp, eh? You see those plants that grow like a stick, like in Morocco, in the old school fields?
Yeah.
It's just like one branch. Yeah, look at that.
Okay, guys, we're done here, no?
Yeah.
I think the horses are up there.
Yeah, Akzhol's supposed to wait us there.
Is he waiting up there?
Probably already done, yeah.
Okay, let's go have a look.
Fire tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, tonight we make a big bonfire, bro. Huh? Horses are waiting with Joe here.
Oh, they look so nice in these bushes. Like the guy's trying to make a trap for us, you know?
Real Western.
Yeah, so
Let's see if they fixed Oscar's horse.
How's your ass, brother?
My boss is perfect, bro.
Huh?
Yesterday you were complaining. No? So look here what they got for you, bro. For Oscar.
The king is here!
Pink blank
You're scaring my horse fears.
blanket.
Okay, thanks for the sofa, for the
As you wanted.
You are the best, my friends.
Pink one, okay?
I love you.
Okay,
See, we take
soft
care
one.
of you, huh? Hey,
love you.
we take care of you,
Where is
huh?
my elevator?
Where's my elevator?
Yeah, we wanted to take
Thanks, guys,
another
eh?
one with flowers, but this one is better.
Gonna be the king now.
This is special for you. Yes.
To eat me and him.
Look, even cows are happy for you, bro.
Everybody's happy. It's a party here
the
now,
whole
eh?
nature is happy,
It's
bro.
my party.
Yeah.
The guy's also waiting for you here, look.
I think this one will be for you. I am too small.
The guys told us the first day was already crazy on horses, but this was a different experience. So there was a lot of rocks. The horses really had to jump here and there. And some places were so dangerous we had to take the rope and pull them over. Off? Okay guys, off the horses here. So we did like 6 hours all on the side of the lake, quite high.
We were hoping to see a few more fish, but they had been cut down. So that was really interesting, but unfortunately, that was the only field we saw that day.
The moment we arrived, the rain came down, and it came down hard.
And we arrived before the equipment because everything was coming with a little boat through the lake.
I hope it's leaving. I hope it's leaving because otherwise we are fucked.
And of course, something happened because of the storm that started at 3-4 o'clock when we arrived. The motorboat could not make the lake anymore because of the waves.
Everybody was standing under a tree like this. And we made a little fire that our guys managed to start. But man, it was cold, it was wet.
Bro!
The rain is hopefully stopping. It stopped a little bit, start rolling stuff in again.
The equipment arrived at 8:30 in the night.
So before we had our dinner, it was 11 o'clock, but we had the rice with the sheep, which was amazing. 12 o'clock we went to bed, and this morning 6 o'clock, up to the Nomad Games.
Lo que podemos ver en estos juegos nómadas es que no ha habido turistas antes, entonces nadie lo ha visto, nadie lo ha filmado. Han visto lo que se ve en YouTube, pero aquí hay 300-400 personas a la vez con caballos corriendo, luchando, peleando, se tiran al suelo. Es una cosa que no lo has visto, no lo puedes ver en ningún sitio.
This was the most epic thing I've ever seen in my life. So pure, the people. And it made me realize that still a part of the world is pure, where there's no GMO, where there's no oils, where there's no nothing, where it's just pure living people in the mountains with what they have. Raw living. The day after the Nomad Games, we rounded up the camp. Final day of the horses, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna go up those mountains again. Let's see how the weather is. It was raining again in the night, but it looks like it's clearing up a little, although...
Yeah, got the rain jacket just in case.
Yeah, me too. So we're gonna go over the hill, 3-4 hours, Oscar. And apparently there are those 10-20 fields.
Salam alaikum.
We went up to this mountain, took us 6 hours to get there, and we knew we had to pass the top, 3,550 meters, I think I remember, and they promised us some amazing plans on the way down.
We've been riding 30 kilometers of horse in one day.
everybody was like fucking bruised on their ass. The legs were starting to be painful. You know, that was the day that you really felt like the horse riding can be like demanding for the physique, you know, physically demanding.
And then we were down and we were like super excited to find whatever we were gonna find. And the fields were a little bit small. Dust found luckily some nice plants. I didn't find what I was looking for because Dust and I have a different genetic profile we like.
Oh, what the fuck? Sorry, but this is, I just rubbed that plant and it smells so strong, man.
It's like just hit me in the face and I say, oh, this is not the same plant as the others, you know? So that made me really happy, and I got like 2-3 plants that I could collect the seeds that are like that.
That's what I was looking for, guys. We're getting the earthiness and that musky thing here.
Yeah, just that part.
This is like, it has something of the kush, you know, but a little different because it has a more sativa tone.
Yeah.
But it got that earthiness. This is exactly what I was looking for, man. Fuck yeah.
They crossed all these mountains. So it was a really tough and difficult trip and very dangerous moments. These guys are crazy. They made it.
Guys, we made it! Oscar, your first thing?
Cheeseburger, Coca-Cola with ice.
So now we're going to a big lake where apparently there are higher plants. So we're going to go there tomorrow. It's 1 hour drive from where we are. We're going to leave the horses behind here.
We have nice seats. We're gonna make some macros to see how they look. And in a few months, maybe we wanna smoke it.
The next day, I had another lead to some lake. So some guys approached us and told us, Arjan, you have to come to this lake.
Every time we always say, oh, we should have stayed more. And so this time we took a few extra days and we decided to go from the advice of the locals to a big lake. It's an artificial lake.
We arranged everything. We took some boats. Oh, bro. Oh, that was nice.
Unfortunately, our boat was really slow. So it took us like 3 hours to cross that lake instead of 15 minutes, because that's what it should have been.
And then we went onto a river, onto the next lake, and I saw like I was literally on Jupiter, like crazy. I thought, never no plants gonna be found here. So we looked left and right, we saw some really small plants on the side, but it was way, way too dry.
We arrived at the location of the field and the plants were not there. There was like 15 plants left, not looking good, no flowers, revegging, completely dry floor, you know. The plants were sitting on the bed of the lake because it was a little bit dried. And yeah, we couldn't really find a nice plant material, no? So we kind of decided to go along the coast of the lake because our boat driver told us that he knew another field. So we decided to go that way. And that's where we got stuck on the lake because we didn't have more gasoline.
We have to go buy gasoline like 10 minutes around the corner. We come on a beach, there's a bunch of people, and guess what? There's a bunch of plants everywhere just between the people.
Yeah, the shape of the plant is really nice. There's no flower. We just arrived at this surprise field. But look here, you can see it's been re-vegging. So it started to flower. You can see the internals are really short and you have little calyces already with the resin and everything. And then suddenly, that's like probably 4 weeks ago, it started to go back to vegetative state. So here we're not gonna find many seeds, unfortunately. One thing is for sure, the maize are healthy here. Huh? What the fuck?
Very healthy. Spring green.
How's that smell?
How tall you are, Dax?
I'm like 193.
190, look.
This is like 3 meters, bro.
3 meters something, 3 meters half.
Jesus.
Man, this looks like zombie land for marijuana. But seriously.
Yeah.
This is really, really wild. This is definitely landrace, guys. No doubt about it. Re-vegging on his own.
Now we're on 800 meters and the plants are not flowering here.
No.
It looks more sativa.
This is super sativa.
It is a sativa.
This one is one of those that flowers forever. Look behind you.
Yeah, this can be flowered. Did you put this in indoor and never finish?
No, you can flower this 24 weeks, you're still not done.
I remember months flowering things like this in indoor, never finish.
Never finish.
Like the ties, never finish.
And there's even trips, there are spiders, there are trips.
Yeah, it's full of
problems.
We have to burn our clothes when we go back to our medical facility.
100%.
Well, we went all the way to this lake and crossed it, and we find some fields on the side.
Yeah.
So
Well, you could see some also driving, but they're all like this.
They're all like
Everything's
this.
re-vegging. Everything
they're all
is,
like this.
not
Ducks got a
hydrated.
few seeds from them, but this is not very promising to grow.
But in those spots, that's actually the spots where like locals traditionally coming here because it's pretty close to like.
But it's quite clear that you have a lot of different land races.
Definitely,
this is
yes. it
really
is.
different
They're
than
all
the mountains.
different. They're all different.
This
Absolutely.
is very, very much sativa.
Yeah.
Look at this, bro, here.
Incredible.
Okay, well let's keep hunting now.
Yeah, let's keep hunting. That's the job.
So let's go back to base, to the hotel, regroup. And tomorrow we go one more time in the mountain. We can find one more some good fields there. But the good sign is wild land races are still all over the country, which is great.
So the biggest field we saw that day was not planned and was absolutely not wild. Well, it was wild, but not in a wild environment. It was literally on the beach. You had all the local people swimming with their kids.
This probably cleans the soil here and all the dirt.
At least it keeps some microbes inside the soil. Otherwise, it's just pure sand. Yeah.
Yes, maybe it's the reason why they keep it for the landscape. Maybe they're just landscaping for the erosion, to keep it from eroding.
And that's what the guys are fighting for, because cops are coming on these spots which are available for them, and they can reach them. They just literally destroy everything and burn everything out.
Akzhol told me that in the last year, they are hunting more for the cannabis instead of hunting more for the synthetic drugs and the bad alcohol from the pharmacy and stuff like this. They're going for the joint smoker.
В нашей стране очень много конопли, и они ее постоянно косят, они ее сжигают, наносят экологический ущерб, но толку никакого нету. Наркомания распространяется по улице.
Son landrace de verdad esto, ¿eh? Salvajes.
Salvaje de verdad.
Increíble.
You know, when we arrived at the beach, we would never expect so many plants, because what we hear here in Kyrgyzstan is that the government is quite aggressively with drones finding all the plants and cutting them down. We would never expect to arrive on a beach full of people and like hectares of plants everywhere. They were growing quite rough. It was very sandy, very rocky, but still the plants were like 2-3 feet here and there. Some very nice plants. And it was quite amazing to strand with the Titanic on Jupiter in the middle of nowhere, come to a beach, try to get gasoline, a lot of people there and a few hectares of plants. It was amazing.
had another night in the same area, in that same little hotel that we had. Very friendly people, super nice. And on the next day, we took all the cars and drove as far as we could, basically just looking for valleys.
So let's get some healthy stuff today.
And we entered in that valley, and then the moment we entered in the valley was a field there. It was like, okay, this is a good sign, and we kept driving a little bit. There's another field and another field, and like, okay, now we're talking. So finally on that day, we could see a lot of fields. I see kind of some big flowers. Oscar,
Yes.
mira esta que guapa, tío. Tiene como la estructura
From that
en
look.
espiga, como la Neville.
Yeah.
Como la Neville Haze, pero con los pelos todo lila.
Wow.
Qué extraño, ¿eh?
You smell?
It's like a bubble gum.
Yeah, it smells like bubble gum.
Yeah,
It
it's
smells
crazy.
really good. Like this one?
Yes,
It's nice, no? Remember we talked about how you guys had different type of plants here? You can
Okay.
clearly see.
Okay.
This leaf, look, the blade is very short, you
Okay.
see? And it's wider.
Okay.
And if you look at the leaves from the males here, and you see the difference really clearly. Look, you see, this is much more sativa
Follow
plant, and this is a much more indica plant.
But here,
Wow.
look here, Akzhol. You see, this is female plant, yeah? Look this leaf.
Uh-huh.
And then you look this leaf here, also female plant.
Okay.
Look at the difference.
From all those humans that have been
Wow.
crossing the country with the Silk Road all those times, probably some people brought some seeds, maybe the birds, maybe the cows.
This is your evidence. Two plants next to each other, two females.
Wow.
Yeah,
One more sativa, one more indica.
completely
it possible?
different.
Yeah, this is life, bro.
It's
This is
nature.
nature.
It's natural. Right?
Nature is-
Surviving.
So maybe one, for example, maybe this one medicinally is going to be better for somebody that has joint pain, and this one is going to be better for sleeping disorder, or
Gonna be
for
more
appetite
narcotic
disorder.
plant, you know, gonna be more.
So different components are going to make different effects on the body.
We already know 20, 30 years that also the terpenes
Uh-huh.
and the flavonoids have a very, very big effect on the
The
medicinal
entourage
purposes.
effect
A
is
big-
very
a
big.
Called the
role.
entourage effect.
Big
Okay.
role.
So, but even the flavonoids are even never investigated in our plant. Very little. Terpenes a little bit. We know some, but we only know 25% of the whole plant now.
Yes.
And we
Yeah.
don't know how they interact exactly, you know, but we know it's better when they interact all together.
Yeah.
That's why the government needs to really allow people to study that plant so we can use the full potential of the plant.
You need billions of dollars to investigate this and to find the right way, and people need to be motivated to do this. But you can understand the pharmaceutical industry is not motivated to do this for us, you know?
Our government is fully interested in the medical part, so I'm glad that our plants has potential. Right?
There's
Yeah.
a lot of potential.
Look,
If,
there
if
is.
it helped, if it will help to my population, to my Kyrgyz people, for sure, we have
Yeah.
to keep going and researching.
In 1968, 1969, 70, the first coffee shops came. Until now. So we are talking about 55 years of cannabis policy in my country, in the Netherlands. To give you the facts now, we have the lowest amount of heroin abuse in Holland. There's nobody anymore using heroin. And this is the message we are spreading out. And besides that it is a medicine, it's always a preventive medicine. And this is why, if it's used in a right way, it is the most important herb on this planet. And what you were telling me that the country is trying to wipe out cannabis everywhere, but it's not going to work because it's a land race, it's all over, it will always be there. And if you see how the mountain people talk passionate about cannabis, curing all their animals, donkeys, horses, goats, sheep, everything, it's never sick. And on the top of that, you remember the woman telling us in the mountains? Yes.
He said, she says her chickens eating the seeds never gets.
Darvazalar jauh kaldı, bozduk. Hani jayloğa geçmeseydik, ana uşundan etkenden, uşundan da ikisine kaynak suğunu alıp kurtardık.
It's a COVID moment. They were living here
Yes.
and they were boiling it
Yeah.
And
Drink
drinking
it?
it, no COVID.
Қайнақ суға кішкене салып, жалбыранып.
Yes.
Так.
They take some leaves, put in a boiled water and drink it.
Yeah.
Енді бұл десейші, мынандай кішкенече, мындай қылып, мал салмағанда болмайды.
Да.
Анда болмайды. Ана мындай болысыменен орып алып тұр, ана қышта малдарда жүткіреді ғой. Ошоға кішкене қайнақ суға малып берсек, жүткірбейді. Уже мындай ақпайды.
During winter time, when the domestic animals a little bit sick, they also put in warm water, some dried leaves, and give it. That's it.
Does she learn this from her great grandfather?
Yes,
How many years she think this is happening?
They said it comes over like ancient time, like from
Ancient time.
Can you explain that?
It's a plant, like we said before, it's natural, it comes from the mountain. Everybody talked to it, they said that plant was there before them. They know that, they acknowledge it, and they're conscious about it.
Мы, в свою очередь, мы тоже говорим, что каннабис может помочь многим больным людям, в том числе и тем людям, у которых проблема с наркотиками. Каннабис может помогать в лечении таких проблем. Поэтому мы связались со Strain Hunters'ами, чтобы получить поддержку, чтобы получить научную базу знаний, пригласили их к нам в страну, чтобы они изучили нашу реликтовую коноплю, потому что должно быть научное подтверждение.
This is your medicine.
Yes,
It's for
ready
free.
medicine. Instead of burning, we have to make it pills from this.
Also here in Kyrgyzstan, you see like a lot of synthetic drugs coming now, which is ruining the youth. And cannabis is the substitute in the world to stay away from all that kind of stuff. So government should embrace this product. If you compare it, for example, to alcohol and tobacco, which we should not, but now you see, and in Europe and America, you see like a 20-30% decline in alcohol use because even my kids, they smoke, but they don't use alcohol anymore. And we want this to go all over the world. One of the things we could start doing is like getting medical marijuana into Kyrgyzstan from Thailand, if this can happen. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is see who we're gonna approach. Yeah, this is very, very important. Lobby is the most important thing. So what is important is get the political parties, maybe the Doctors Association, the Pharma Association, all like the key stakeholders we should start approaching.
We need to help to everybody normalize this and use recreational, medicinal, wherever, because it's gonna be 110 times better than alcohol or chemics or pharmacia. So I'm sorry to say, but you have here the solution. And we need to stop the bad politics, because I'm sure there are super good politics and people who understand perfectly. But the big money on the back of all these things, we need to push against this, you know? We need to normalize and say, guys, it's okay to buy pills in the pharmacia, but this is here too.
It's like almost dance. It's like literally couple crossbreedings.
We want to see here, it's much, the flowers are much better,
Yes.
probably because there's a house next to it and they have the animals now.
Yes. So there is a little bit of care of the plants because they use it in a regular life.
That is the fatty one. Wow, well, can you hang like this, please? Wow, tiny and dark.
Okay. Yo, look how universe here.
Oh, you guys find a nice one? Christmas tree.
Look here, bro.
Oh yeah. Merry Christmas!
Beautiful one, huh?
Yeah, very nice one. It's getting purple also, see?
Yeah. Strong.
Look.
Look, the oh, wow, they are super mature, huh?
Yeah, all black.
Let me see, wow.
One sticking out here, eh? Look how beautiful this plant is.
Yeah, this is strong. Look,
This
the
is
stem
nice.
also how thick.
This is nice.
Basically, the only thing I knew about this area is Afghan plants, Pakistani plants, Uzbekistan plants, but I really didn't know about the Kyrgyzstan plants.
I was very lucky to found the seeds that I was looking for on that musky and earthy tone, which now I know is more of a Uzbekistan trail that's left over probably from the Silk Road era. It's not that really pure sativa like we're used to, in Congo, in Malawi, in Swaziland. They're that really thin and that nutty smell and this sativa smell. There is really refreshing smell. Here is very sharp, little wild leaves, like a little bit more hybrid, let's call it, even though it's not hybrid. The leaves were wider, very sharp on the edges. And the smell was not at all earthy or mossy. It's a really like berry, rotten berry, almost like the strawberry haze that we have, that Hawaiian strawberry haze that is like a red fruit that has been sitting in a basket, kind of. And that's really what I could see very uniformly across all the fields. What would come back was that thing.
But wherever, like you say, it's a lot of influence, and clearly we smell it, a lot of sativas.
Oh yeah.
Which is weird, but was full of sativas, or at least smelling sativas. But clearly should be kind of indicas or rudelaris. So it's kind of weird, but it's what it is.
Our mission was to save our future for our kids. Now we got chance to deliver a message to whole Kyrgyzstan, even maybe for all over the world.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. So this is how we're going to go on. We're going to help you. It's going to take time. It's going to take years. But one day we are going to get there together. We help the local people, and that is the base of Strain Hunters. And let's hope we can contribute only 5% to the legalization process of the great country of Kyrgyzstan.